What the Netisidin? Garetananga Sole, Tudon number can cheer on top of the tree, December,
So somehow we all don't have a kind of proper or right time just to really engage into these Dharma practices.
Then I don't know. Davati said, the return of Nule. That there is only
So then only that opportunity we have is during this time, about a 1 month retreat, where we try to do our Dharma practices.
There were
Then within this practice, of course, it is a really great deal of blessing, and that which can bring lots of benefit for oneself. If we think of many other things, of course there may be many, but still it is always very rare to have those opportunity to engage into the practice. So since you have this opportunity, so one should not really waste the time and try to apply into practice in full strength. So all the Dharma practice is completely dependent upon one's mind. So that is why one need to stabilize one's mind. So that what we need to train within our mind is the devotion and inclination, and then the pure perception. So every time if one just try to train and think in that way, then of course that one will get used to and familiar with those practices. So if we don't think and not try to train, then of course we never get trained and know any benefits. So everybody should be very kind of careful and try to do this practice in a very stable way. So here, somehow going through all this training of how to do all these practices and ceremony. So according to that, whenever one find time in your daily life, then it is good to continue with that. So Buddha said that my Dharma is of that in a way there is no any specific honor, just there is no any kind of restriction in relation with that. Whoever wish to practice, whoever wants to engage into this practice, anyone can just enter through and do these practices. And then also there is no any difference of time, whenever one have time, morning or evening or daytime or in the night, any time one can do the practice. And then as a kind of physical position, in case in relation with the meditation, if one sit into these 7 positions of the Buddha Bharasana, then there is more blessing.
yen riyan and regeneration sem kitem was a chair to the churches.
And then otherwise that, however, you just kind of, sit upright and then maybe just kind of, somehow lying sideways. But if one's mind is kind of, properly tamed, then still, one can just do the practice in that way. So most important is one's mind. So mind training is mainly how one try to get rid of all these afflictive emotions. So these thoughts are just kind of so many varieties of thought that which arise within oneself, that there is no anything what kind of thought and which kind of thought may just arise. So at that point, whatever thoughts may arise, just try to recognize it and then let it be in its own way, and then try to relax one's mind.
So now
today for the Talung students have the teaching. Rest you all can just leave to your particular places and try to just continue with your practice.
Okay.